Now we'll talk about the third benefit. So, third benefit, as explained in yoga, is you start getting little more control over physical reality. We already touched upon this, but these are more of mystical powers that you get. So there are three powers that have been explained. One is, so the thing is, the whole reality, as per yogic understanding, is made up of five elements. We already briefly touched upon it. So these are called Panch Bhutas. So once you have mastered Panch Bhutas within yourself and you have merged them with Shiva, what starts happening is that you also start getting and you also start having little bit more control and mastery over the elements on the outside, because elements are the same. It's like this earth and this earth within this and earth outside, air and all those things, fire, these things are exactly the same on the outside and the inside. It's just that we have merged them into Shiva. But the thing is, once we do that, we have more control, not just over our bodies, not just over our mind, but also Panchbhutas outside. So this leads to us developing few mystical powers. Okay, the first mystical power that has been described is you are able to separate your consciousness into different parts. So it is said that if you experience pain, then you can separate that pain for a while and just exist without that pain, and then you can later bring that back to your life. And so things are like that. Then one more thing is you are able to relieve the sufferings of other people just by focusing on them. You are able to separate their suffering out of them, and you can add your peace and bliss to their being. Third is you start developing uh, this psychic sense of knowing the past and the present and the future of not just a human being but the place itself. So these things start happening because you are in deeper connection with Panchbhuta. So I'm not telling you don't take these things super seriously, okay? Because again, there is a warning attached to this that even if such things exist and these things happen, what we need to focus again and again is deepening our connection with Shiva. Okay, we have to deepen that connection, because if we have started engaging with the outside world, it obviously means that we have lost touch with our witness space. So once we lose that touch with that witness space, automatically we are falling down. So don't pay too much attention to manifestation, too much attention to these powers. So this is what the has been suggested in yoga, and it makes sense to me. And I'm not sure, like maybe once you'll walk on this path, it will also start making sense to you more. And there was a reason that Buddha was against all these things. There is a reason that why yogis are against these things. And yeah, so this is the same thing that I would also recommend. Once you start doing these things, so and these things start happening, don't lose that connection. Losing that connection means is that you are pulling off the power plug. You're pulling off the plug. So the thing is, you can only enjoy watching things on TV till the time it is connected with the power plug, till the time it is connected with the power source of power. Once you pull the plug off, you cannot enjoy anything on the TV. So this is exactly that. So only and only if you are connected with the source, with Shiva, with this voidness that we have talked about, only then these things happen, and only then you are able to make these things happen consciously as well. But if you just pull the plug off of your source consciousness, then everything else is going to fall apart. So this is a big warning that stay focused and deepen your connection with Shiva. Okay, just expand your consciousness. Consciousness, when you're in your waking state, in your dreaming state, and even your deep sleep, expand it. Keep on expanding it. Work on that. So what will happen is, even at the time of your death, you will be conscious. This is the goal, right? So this is what yogis are working towards. So whole of spiritual process in lot of ways is not just about the communion, but also addressing this death and dying gracefully. This is also a big thing in the yogic culture, that yogis want to die gracefully. So when you are conscious of your waking, dreaming, and sleeping states, you are able to remain conscious during the state when you're dying, and that is considered as something very high in the yogic understanding of things. So if you can maintain your awareness at the moment of death, then you get to do a lot of things after life and all those things. These things get too much mumbo jumbo. So we're not going into that, and but we're going to pick up the main teaching and the main lesson here. That is to stay focused on deepening our connection with Shiva. That's it. Thank you. Namaskaram.